There, my name's Dr. Robin, and I'm going to give you a little overview of the syllabus here and the first week, and also Canvas. You know what to do for the first week of class, which is coming up in a few days. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you Canvas and look at the syllabus a little bit. Okay, so here is the Canvas page. This should be what you see when you go to the home page for Anatomy and Physiology, Bio 211. And there's a recent announcement here. I'll be posting announcements. I'll post this as one as well, so you know this has been posted, where you can see recent announcements. So this has links to the certain important documents. The syllabus was attached to this. There's a first week survey. This information is the same as what is in both the syllabus as well as the first week overview. So typically where you want to go to find information on Canvas for me is modules. So modules, I will post one for each week. And so here's week 1. Week 2 is not published yet. This one for lab materials. So week 1 is where you want to focus for now. And this is where I'll post pretty much everything for the week. So there's an overview document here that tells you what to do, and it links you to all these other documents or pages. So here's the week 1 overview and talks about what we'll focus on this week. So in class, I will introduce myself again and talk a little bit more about me and hopefully meet some of you and discuss, get started on the anatomy and physiology. And then lab, we're also kind of getting an introduction to the human body. And hopefully you've looked at the syllabus to know that I'm going to be doing lectures, most of the content online. So I will still be seeing you in lab. I'll be seeing you every Monday at 10:10 in the Great Hall. And on Mondays, we're going to be doing review and activities. But most of the content will be through online lectures. That's why I wanted to record this today, is kind of get you used to watching these. Because that's what you'll be doing. But please write down questions if you have them, right, as you're watching this, because that's how you're going to be able to ask me things. So this to-do list for this week is read the syllabus. I'll open this in just a moment. This document's very important. In chapter 1 in your textbook. Complete this homework that is on McGraw-Hill, the Connect, that I will open up in just a moment as well. Watch the lectures for this week. Right now, if you click on this, it's going to just be a blank page because I haven't recorded them yet. I'll put them there. Prepare for Lab 1. That means reading in the book. It's Appendix A for this week, as well as completing the lab document. So please make sure you leave time to do that, especially if you have Tuesday lab. There's a chunk of work to do before lab because labs are going to be shorter than usual. The last thing for this week is a first week survey. It's for me to get to know you a little bit better. Tell me why you're taking the class. There's also an important survey about lab there. So lab this first week is going to be just your normal day. So I'm just going to be splitting the group into 2 for week 2. But for now, if you have section 1, Tuesday lab, just come Tuesday at 1:30. So let's go first to the syllabus. This is going to link us to open the document here. You can download this as a PDF as well, or you can read it right here on Canvas. And this is a little bit of a long document. I hope that it has answered a lot of your questions. So if you have questions, please do look at this. You're welcome to ask me if something's not clear about this. So this gives an overview of the class. Particularly pay attention to the COVID-19 guidelines. You do need to wear a mask to every class meeting, and please be washing your hands often. Do not come to class if you're sick, that kind of thing. So my contact information, office hours, this has the meeting times. So class meeting is Monday at 10:10, and then you have lab. This is starting week 2 these times. So again, week 1, Tuesday labs at 1:30, Wednesday lab is at 1:30, Thursday labs at, that should be 2:40. I will have to fix that. Learning outcomes for the course. Information on the textbook. This is important. This is the Connect textbook. I'm sorry, the textbook, as well as access to Connect, which is the online learning platform where there's your homework and then a lot of other resources that you can use. Physical copy of the textbook is going to be really important, especially in lab. It's $45. That's really a good deal. A lot of procedures here I do want you to read, COVID especially. These are important, but also things about course material and meetings. I'm not going to go through all this right now. Please read this over and ask me if you have questions. On that first day of class would be the best time to ask, but you're also welcome to email me anytime. Let's see, what else do I want to make sure to do now? You have some responsibilities about your learning, and I do as well in terms of communicating with you as well. I got some tips for how to succeed in this class. So attending, owning your work, doing physical things like drawing. Don't just restudy, but actually practice doing things, use the resources. Make connections to things that are important to you, and have fun. I've got grading policy here. I'm not going to go over that, but you should know reading homeworks are due every week. Those are to encourage you to do the reading, and they adjust for what you know and need more work on. So that way, if you're struggling with a topic, it will ask you more questions on that topic to help you learn it. You can read the book along with that. So you can do the reading there, or you can read beforehand and then do the reading, this homework afterwards. There's 4 exams and then a final as well. A journal, the point of this is for me to check in on you, see how things are going, as well as for you to reflect on what's going well yourself. So I hope that is a helpful activity. Lab activities and lab practicals. So the lab practicals are separate from the lecture exams. They're mostly anatomy that we learn in lab. There is extra credit opportunities and a lot of other resources. Tutoring is one that I'll talk about in class. You can sign up for an individual tutor or the plus session, which is a small group that is going to be super great. Brianna is going to do great with that. So I recommend signing up for that. Here's the class schedule. So this is where it's broken down, where the exams are, where the lab practicals are, that kind of thing. Those are all in bold. Each week you'll notice there's lab activities over on the right side here. Lab learning checks are every week at the end of lab. So that it should encourage you to get the most out of lab and come to lab prepared as well. And then every week there is reading homework pretty much. And starting week 2, there's this journal entry. I guess the other thing I didn't mention before, I do exam retakes. So the exams will be Wednesday during class time. So normally we don't have class on Wednesday, but we will for exams. I try to keep the lecture content a little bit lighter on those exam weeks, but there is going to be new content as well. And then there's a retake as well on Friday. So I'll get your scores back, hopefully Thursdays, so you can know if you want to retake the exam on Fridays. It will be very similar exam. I reserve the right to modify questions slightly. So this is the schedule, subject to change, right? Various reasons. I could have made this bigger, I suppose, but I didn't. That is the syllabus. The last thing I want to do, I believe, on here is show you McGraw-Hill Connect. You might not have this on your screen yet until you go add it. So there's instructions on how to add this in your syllabus, so that you have this button here that you can click on. It then is going to be a little slow to load. Oh, it says I'm not connected because I'm in the student view, but I'm actually an instructor. So it should work for you. Let me know if you have problems with that. And their customer service is also really excellent. Here's what that web page looks like. We go to student view here quick. There's going to be your assignments here for each week. These are due Fridays, but I recommend you do them before watching the videos to get more out of the videos. And then there's also other resources. So the 2 I wanted to point out. So here's where you can just read the textbook. You can open up the textbook here. Oops, I think you have to open it like this. I'll do that in a moment. So So if you don't buy the physical copy, you can read it online. This is a practice atlas for anatomy and physiology. This is great for learning, for lab material. I won't be using it much, assigning much from it myself, but it's good if you need more practice. It's a great way to do it. The other one is this Anatomy and Physiology Revealed. This is similar idea. It's a little fancier. It has you kind of cutting cadavers. You can go here and select different modules. Body orientation would be our first, what we're learning first. You can select topics on body directional terms, and then it will help you learn this. You can go to the front, anterior, and there's all of these different layers you can look at. So it gets kind of fancy, and it has definitions then over here. So I recommend that, the practice anatomy, and then this, I was going to open up the textbook as well, the electronic textbook here. And the electronic reader is kind of nice because it highlights things for you. It also has a read out loud, that kind of thing. So it is a nice option. Again, I think the physical text is helpful for, you can actually write on it, take notes, have it with you in lab without worrying about spilling things, etc. So I believe that is all I wanted to show you right now. Please let me know if you have questions, and I will see you all on Monday.